By now you might have heard that the Toronto Maple Leafs are in the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Now we can all pretend that that's a giant accomplishment, but the reality is they are still the sports franchise with the longest championship drought in all sports, 56 years. So to change that, I've decided to do my part. I'm gonna find out what the Toronto Maple Leafs need to finally win it all. My quest begins on the shore of Lake Ontario. If the Leafs are actually going to go all the way, how much of it is in here? I think it's probably a good idea to see a psychologist.
I think that's a great idea.
Meet Steve Jordans, professor of psychology at the University of Toronto Scarborough and Leaf fan emeritus.
You know, every team has some sort of negative cognition to avoid. The Leafs are special, given the tradition of not succeeding. That weighs heavily on them. And, you know, if they get focused on that, that's not what's going to bring them success.
Yeah. But what Steve tells me next surprises me. He says the Toronto Maple Leafs need to practice mind control.
Because a lot of people will say, oh, my mind just kind of runs and goes wherever, and it will if you allow it to just do that. But you have the ability through focused thought to put certain things in your mind. In fact, I would create a video for every player of them being the player they want to be. And I would just watch that video to death. I would potentially have music associated with that video. In fact, I might even use organ music from a hockey game. It starts to play that song, and that would immediately get them thinking about those videos again and getting their mind in the right spot.
You're envisioning a situation where the organist at the arena plays a song and activates the Toronto Maple Leafs into some sort of positive Borg state, and they go.
Yep. Da, 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 da. Yeah, absolutely. That could be extremely powerful.
But Steve isn't kidding himself. He knows the Leafs are a patient with many issues.
And so really, I think to maximally get benefit from this, they would need to work with somebody who could provide that overall approach to getting the best out of the team. Hey, that's something I would love to do if I ever had the chance.
Did Steve just audition for a job? His idea of mind control does seem like a good one. That's what psychology says you need to win. Sure hope the players are listening. Well, what else can be done? Is there something beyond science that can help us?
We have every faith in this city, right? We got Muslims, Christians, Jews, Hindus, Leafs fans.
Meet comedian Arsenault. He's a Maple Leaf fan who believes faith can help the team finally win.
Ramadan just passed, and the last 10 nights of Ramadan, I'm not ashamed to admit that I was praying for the Leafs along with my family and friends to have them get out of the first round, you know? So I think that helps fans just deal with this hope and belief in something that they haven't seen and they want so badly.
Yeah.
See where it goes.
Arsenault's prayers were answered. And maybe that's proof that faith can work. Could it help the Leaf players too? What role do you think faith can play for the players?
I think faith has the capacity to help the Maple Leaf players themselves, because without that belief, when things get tough, it's easy to fold. But when you believe in something bigger than yourself, you believe very deeply in yourself and your power, then I think you can do anything.
Then faith has to be another key to victory.
Like, being a Leafs fan is kind of like believing in a religion, right? Because no matter how hard things get, you still go every week. You still give more and more money that you don't have. And you're just waiting for this incredible promised land. But the truth is, it's probably going to happen after you die.
That's the pressure the team must feel, that they'll never win. And dealing with that is the other key to victory.
Go, Leafs, go! Toronto, time to stand up! Everybody get your hands up!
Azim Hack, rapper, lifelong Leaf fanatic, believes there's a fundamental misunderstanding between the fans and the team.
You better respect the Leafs!
You know, I don't want to put any pressure on the team, but, you know, I just want them to know that we have their back no matter what, because this is a family, right? We're going to support each other, good times and bad.
Azim has never seen the Leafs win, but the team has still been there with him and his family for generations. It started with Azim's father, the first Pakistani to join the Royal Canadian Air Force He saw the Leafs win their last cup way back in 1967, and he enjoyed telling his son all about it. In recent years, as he suffered from dementia, father and son still bonded over the team.
When it came to the Leafs, you know, it was always that thing where we could sit down together and watch it together. I really cherished those moments when I was a kid, and I cherished the moments even more recently when he had the dementia, because those games still gave a chance for us to come together. And, you know, I told him before he passed away, I said, you know, the Leafs have a great team this year. And he kind of looked at me and he gave me one of those looks like, yeah, okay, don't get your hopes up too much. But, you know, he always had that positivity still. My dad would always say, win or lose, you know, this is our team and we're always going to root for them.
How important is it to you that they win?
You know, win or lose, I'm still going to be a ride or die fan. I'm going to be at the games regardless of whether they're at the top or at the bottom. You know, that's what families do. We support each other, and that's really a team mentality. So I'll be with them till the end.
Toronto, welcome to the North.
Let's see. For the Leafs to finally win the cup, they need mind control, faith, and to embrace their fans. Or maybe just some spectacular goaltending.
My city, my city, my city, my city, my city, my city.